Okay, cool. Hi, everybody, and welcome to day number 4. Okay, thank you for keeping me on track. Okay, so day 4. How is everybody?
Pretty good. I was actually, I was like, I almost kind of forgot about the call. And then it was like, oh, I actually set a reminder, like, be the energy of money. It was like, oh, the call is right now. Okay, cool. Switch just from this creation to that creation. So I'm happy to be here. Yeah.
Cool. Be the energy of money.
Yes, being the energy of money. And I have a little something to share if you have time.
Yes, share it.
I've been in like 3-day body classes, and so I run processes and body processes on myself. And I was looking at today was actually being aware of a different future than my family or anyone else has. And with that, it's almost like maybe in correlation with actually creating money, so that I know what future that I would desire that maybe I can't necessarily see, but like just being aware of a future that my family wasn't even able to create themselves, because I was aware of where they wanted me to be, and basically following a path of destruction, which is like, that's not what I wish it to create. So that's kind of what I was asking questions about and getting some awareness and running a process on myself about being aware of the future and what I desire, even though that no one else maybe desires that future, like my family, for instance. So I wonder how that can maybe play into the call today, if that does come up. But I wanted to share that piece right there.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And I love your t-shirt.
Oh, can you see it? Does it say Atari on it?
Atari, yeah, that was my first console.
Yeah. I think my grandma or somebody had one of those. I was like 3 years old or something.
Oh, are you, are you calling me old?
No, I didn't say you. Did I say anything about you?
Yeah, I think I was 3 or something when I started playing it too.
You're silly, because you can still have an Atari thing right now that works right now, I'm sure. Somebody, I'm sure, in the world has an Atari that works. They could be 10 years old and have an Atari. That doesn't mean they're old. Come on, honey.
I'm just kidding.
You're silly. Okay.
Anyways, yes. Fun and laughter creates more money. Okay.
Yeah, cool.
So, yeah, what future are you aware of that only you can create? And how much money do you require to create it and actualize it?
I actually had stuff kind of showing up around this morning. What struck me was kind of when questioning into that space of like, what do I desire? What do I desire to create? And like feeling the energy of it, and then noticing that the mind still sometimes is like, okay, but what does that tangibly look like? And like, I guess I was starting to become aware of like, I don't necessarily need to get into the specific details, and there also felt like there was a possibility to kind of have that energy out there, have the energy of the creation going, and leaving space for it to be like even greater than I imagined, or something even more enjoyable than I could actually conceive of in my mind right now. Like kind of letting whatever my creative genius self is that's beyond my mind, like cook up something even better than I would have imagined, that I would like even more. And felt like kind of just getting into that potential for surfing that edge of like letting it be in the energy and not having to like get bogged down in details, and having kind of that connection be enough to follow the energy and be aware of like the actions that were required for it.
Mhm. So are you more aware of what's required?
Yeah, I feel like this was like something that showed up that I didn't follow it at the time, so it didn't kind of develop and unfold for me as much, but it gave me this sense of relief of like, oh, I don't have to like get out my journal and write out a specific list. Like maybe that would help sometimes, but doesn't have to be for everything.
Yeah. Cool. And welcome, Jason. So, yeah, how many here have actually started becoming more aware? And there's that doing, there's the doing and then the being, and then the taking action piece that we were talking about a little bit. So, where have you operated in doing, which could be making out a list or, a to-do list or something like that? Where have you operated from being? So it's just being the energy of money, being the energy of what was required, being the energy of contribution, being the energy of a question, being the energy of whatever the choices that you made. And then where have you operated from taking action as a result of that being? So be money, change the world. Be money, take action. Okay, so everything that brought up, right, wrong, good, bad, pop, all night, shirts, twists, and beyond. Okay, let's dive in. Let's see. I have so many tabs open. Can you see my tabs before? Okay.
Oh, you couldn't. I was on mute. I was like saying something. I was like, oh yeah, I can see all those tabs. What were you doing over there and there and there? No, I can't see it.
There is no porn on my tabs.
Ah.
Okay, anyways. um, so we will begin. We ask you the question, what is money? And you write down 3 answers of what money is to you. Now, do not put down what you think it should be. Do not put down the right answer because there's no such thing. Allow your brains to float away and allow the truth of where you sit on the answer to be on the page. So 3 things about money, or 3 things that money is to you. Okay, so let's do that. Let's allow our brains to float away. If you are in the foundation, your brain's already floated away. And if you read, your brain is floating somewhere in space. And that's also cool. All right. So allow your brains to float away. Now, what is money? Okay. Question number 2. Okay, everybody ready? Let your brains float away. What does money mean to you? And third question, allow your brains to float away again. What 3 emotions do you have when you think of money? Okay, question number 4. Allow your brains to float away. What does money feel like to you? Question 5. What does money look like to you? And let your brains float away. What does money look like to you? And again, let your brains float away from that space. What does money taste like to you? Okay. And question 7. When you see money coming towards you, from what direction do you feel it coming? And again, let your brains float away. When you see money coming toward you, from which direction do you feel it coming? Okay, and question 8, in relationship to money, do you feel you have more than you need or less than you need? And let your brain float away. In relationship to money, do you feel you have more than you need or less than you need? And question 9, in relationship to money, when you close your eyes, what color is it and how many dimensions does it have? And again, let your brain float away from this space in relationship to money. When you close your eyes, what color is it and how many dimensions does it have? And question 10, in relationship to money, what is easier, inflow or outflow? And again, let your brain float away. Which is easier, inflow or outflow? And question 11, what are your 3 worst problems with money? Just hold on for a second. Great. So question 11, what are your 3 worst problems with money? And let your brain float away. Okay. Now, next question. Which do you have more of, money or debt? And the last question. Again, let your brains float away. And whatever answer you have from space. In relationship to money, to have an abundance of money in your life, what 3 things would be a solution to your current financial situation? Okay, and question 14. Again, let your brain float away. What limiting beliefs do you function from in life that has created your financial world? Okay. So how was that? And you're answering from that no brain space.
It was a really helpful cue each time to let the brain float away. I felt more palpably more clarity and more of my responses just coming from a very different place than my mind. And I was like, oh, okay. And then there were still a few where my mind was like, wait, I got this one. And like it was harder to hear. Like I could sense that it wasn't the full story. There was something else underneath there, but in the time I spent with it, it didn't become fully clear quite then.
Yeah. Anyone else?
Yeah, the answers came really fast if I didn't really try to think about it and try to get my mind involved. There was that, like he said, there was that edge where it was like, oh yeah, I got this, I'm the mind, I need to figure it out and put it down and blah blah blah. And
That's exactly how my mind sounds.
but yeah, when I'm like in space land, it's like boom, answer, boom, answer, boom, answer, boom, answer.
Yeah.
So
Is there so if you look over your answer, is it heavier or is it more space? Which is weird.
is the answer more space? Is that what you said?
When you look over what your answers were this time around,
Yeah.
does it feel really heavy or is it more different?
Well, I got a lot of answers here. It just has a different energy to it.
Cool.
Like it's coming from more space, although there's still a few things that are like, you know, like creating the lack of money or whatever, or things that I could choose. It's more, it's coming from more of an awareness space than it is like a head tripping, like figuring it out space from when we first started from day one.
Cool.
So yeah.
So if you tap into all of these, whatever it is that you wrote down, are those actually what, if you would allow that to change, would actually change how you're receiving money, being money, and all of that, whatever's required to allow you to have money instead of wanting it or needing it? If that makes sense.
Yeah, I'm just like perceiving the energy of what you said. So yes.
Yes. Okay, cool. So everything that you wrote down, how much of that can you actually destroy and uncreate now? Whatever those points of views are, whatever it brought up.
Yeah, just do it all right now.
Okay, all of it. Let's go for it.
Let's do
All
it.
of that. Will you destroy and uncreate it? Times
Yep.
a godzillion. In this lifetime and all the other lifetimes and any other lifetimes in the future that you might have.
Yes.
Right, wrong, good, bad, pop, pop, call, nice, just ways and beyond.
Oh man.
Okay. Cool. I like that.
I'm all dizzy
Let's
now.
just go
I'm
for
like,
the whole
whoa,
thing.
jeez. You're like floating around in a rocket
Casey.
in space now.
Cool.
Something that stood out to me as I just looked back over things was like a lot of these are lighter and clearer and more playful, and like just the things that like I thought were the problems or whatever before, they're just like so far removed from like any close to reality that was actually going on with the situation. It's just like, what the heck? That's amazing how real that seemed in that moment.
So was it all actually something that you picked up from other people, either in the past or, right now? Like all the other answers that you had before when you were thinking.
Yeah, a lot of it was from others.
Okay. So everything that you might have, any energy, any residual energy you might have that allows other people's points of view to kind of be snagged into your being, will you destroy and uncreate it?
Yes.
Okay, right, wrong, good, bad, plus, plus, all nine shirts, boys, and beyond. Okay, so everything that you wrote down on that paper or on your phone or on the computer, wherever it is that you wrote it down, all of those points of views with money, everything you've made significant and real about it, will you destroy and uncreate it?
Yes.
Okay, right, wrong, good, bad, plus, plus, all nine shirts, boys, and beyond. Okay. So, this is, I just randomly went through the book, and this is what page came up. So you could just go read here, and then any questions, we'll go over that later. If anybody has any questions or brains left. So what about my friends who come over, including the two people who are sleeping in my house right now? So who said you need to feed them? How come they cannot contribute to you? They are. The fear is that you will not receive. The fear is that money works only one direction, and that is away from you. Who has that? Okay. Whenever you feel fear, you create need and greed. Okay. Is need really out of fear, sir? Yes, on fear. Fear brings in need and greed. Really? Yes. Holy moly, you're right. I think I just realized another thing that is a basic belief system, or that it wasn't really a good thing. Not a good thing to receive, not a good thing to have too much of, not a good thing to receive. Right, or to receive from others. To receive, period. Okay. Who here does not like to receive?
I definitely have received more over my lifetime, but there's also like, I'm like, okay, like what else could I receive that I haven't been willing to receive before? Like what's in the way of that?
Okay.
What else could I choose and be or whatever?
Yeah. So, not a good thing to receive. Anybody have that going on sometimes? Not a good thing to receive from certain things, like mafia bosses or something.
Can you have like do you have like an example, like more of like a, say more about that? Because like, what do you, I guess, what do you, when you say receive, like what is that? Like, can you say more to that? Like, does it mean just receiving money or just receiving energies or both or what?
Okay. Let's say there's, okay, let's say, oh my gosh, I don't want to, no. Okay, bottom five. We're not gonna use that. I was gonna say something and then, okay. So let's say, yeah, the mafia boss example. So that's not what I was gonna say, but we're not going there. If you guys read my mind, we're not going there. Okay, anyways.
We're not psychic or anything, so okay.
Nope. Yeah, exactly. So the mafia boss example. So what if someone who's done like so much bad things and killed like a whole bunch of people said, you know what? If you keep my secret, you can have all this cash. How much cash would you accept? $1 million?
Yeah, like that, like, okay, there's like something there, like, have I been a mafia boss or something in another lifetime, or somebody that was trying to receive from a mafia boss that did something bad that killed like 500 people or something, or what? What is that energy on that?
Yeah. So is that stopping you from receiving from that kind of person?
Yeah, like just, yeah, like who the person is and what they've, yeah, like what they've done or what they're choosing.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Blech.
yes, that. Okay, so first let's address the everywhere you've been a mafia boss or you killed thousands and hundreds or millions or even just one person for a whole bunch of money. And in this lifetime, you're like, you know what? I'm never gonna do that. I'm gonna be good. Everything that you've done to limit your receiving as a result of that, will you destroy and create that, please?
Yes.
Okay. Right, wrong, good, bad, pop, pop, online shirts, boys and beyonds. And what if you can still have fun and not have to kill people? Or you could just use nines and kill people. That's
Nines are
fine.
fun sometimes, especially when they try to fuck with you.
You just said the word that I can't use.
You can't say the F word? Uh-oh.
I can't. It doesn't have the same effect. Okay, anyways. Everything that brought up, right, wrong, good, bad, pop, pop, online shirts, boys and beyonds. Yeah. So what if you can be all energies and receive all energies and receive from all energies, which include bad, terrible, vicious people?
But then I'd like have to stop judging people and stuff.
Oh my gosh, that's so hard. No comment. Stop reading my mind. Okay.
You know, like, we can't shut off our awareness. I don't have 10 beers over here to like shut off my awareness.
That's awesome. We should make that a prerequisite. So before class, you have to down one of these or something.
To lose
Yes,
your
I
work.
just have it. New assignment. There you go.
Oh my god.
You can just put on a tinfoil hat. I think that'll do the trick.
We don't have foil here. Okay, anyways. So everything that brought up, right, wrong, good, bad, POC, all nine shirts, boys, and beyond. Okay, so what's right that you can receive on, what's wrong that you can't receive from, what's right that you can receive from, what's wrong that you can't receive from, and everything that brings up times a godzillion. Right, wrong, good, bad, POC, all nine shirts, boys, and beyond. Oh my gosh.
Can you do that again?
Recording. There's a recording that that Dane was talking. I don't know if I can find it right now. Okay, but it's kind of, the energy is similar to what we're kind of reaching right now. Okay, so what's right that you can receive from, what's wrong that you can't receive from, what's right that you can receive from, what's wrong that you can't receive from, what's right that you can receive from, and what's wrong that you can't receive from, and everything that brings up, and all the SHICU implants and explants that keeps that in place. Let's destroy and create it.
Yes.
Right, wrong, good, bad, POC, all nine, shirts, boys, and beyond.
That one has no energy on that one.
Cool.
That was awesome. Maybe run that a few 100,000 times. Not right now, but like maybe after or something. Run it
Yeah.
while you sleep.
Yes. So if you need just do a clearing loop. What's right that you can receive from, what's wrong that you can't receive from, right you can receive from, wrong you can't receive from, right, wrong, good, bad, POC, all nine shirts, boys, and beyond.
Ouch.
Great. And now back to what Patrick was saying about you would have to stop judging people. What would happen if you stopped judging people and allowed people to judge you?
A lot would change.
Maybe more money, maybe a tiny bit more money. Okay. Anyways, everything that brought up, right, wrong, good, bad, POC, all nine shirts, boys, and beyond. So to receive, period, from anywhere. All right. What if you are in fear, you are unwilling to receive because you think that you are a bottomless pit and where you live is a deep, dark hole? Is someone putting thoughts in my head?
I swear, I don't, whatever it is, like, it's funny. Like, I mean, you know, it comes up in classes all the time. Like, it's just, the conversation that I just had in 3-day body class with Anthony was like so freaking anal. Yeah, never go to a body class with Anthony. You'll have way too much fun.
Mm-hmm.
Changing.
Wait, was he just in Colorado? I think he was.
Yeah,
right?
he was probably
with Heather
once.
and.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, like about 2 weeks ago. I just went to that one. So yes, that one.
Yeah, he's a funny guy. He's a fun guy.
Mm-hmm.
Not,
He's a fun guy,
okay.
like mushrooms or something, right?
Dane had a joke about that. Oh, no. Andrew Gardella.
Somebody did. I heard it somewhere, and I think it was like somebody that was Access or something.
Yeah.
He's a fun guy.
Yes. Okay. Fear is always the hole in you. It is a bottomless place. Fear makes of you need, greed, and you become an asshole in the process. All right, next emotion. Desire for more. See, I can like, serious face. Okay, yes, now desire. What is that? You go out and wiggle your hips to get more? I knew it wasn't the greatest. Desire means desire means, and automatically you have get more. Notice get more and insufficiency, which goes along with fear. You know, not just to get more money, but get more, period. Money has nothing to do with the reality of what you are experiencing. Someone put a thought in my head again. Maybe
You're not
I gotta
allowed
set
to
my
have any
barriers
bad
up.
thought, any naughty thoughts at all, Annie. It's wrong and bad.
I know.
Isn't that what
It
they
makes
teach
me
in
laugh too much.
facilitator or something?
Yeah, well, facilitators, guess what? Guess what clearing Gary gave me? It might have worked a little tiny bit.
Yeah, what is it?
What energy, space, consciousness, and choice, magic, miracles, mysteries, and possibilities can you and your body be to be the femme fatale of access you truly be for all eternity?
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Awesome.
I'm
Well,
not sure if that requires a whip or not.
hey, if
learning.
it's fun for you,
Sounds like a choice.
Okay, anyways.
wait, what's that?
Okay, so desire means, and automatically you have get more. Moving forward. Money is the subject around which you create a reality of nothingness, of not enough, of want, need, desire, and greed. Okay, and it is the same for everybody on this plane. And back when this book was written, they called, this dimension, this plane, and not that they're actually on a plane. It is where this world has functioned. Welcome back. You have a great example of it in what you call your 80s. And it is the truth of this world since the time in which you decided, all of you decided that money was a necessity. A necessity. What is a necessity? Something that you cannot do without and survive. You, as beings, have survived millions of lifetimes, and you cannot even remember how much money you had, or how much money you spend, or how you did it. But you're still here and you're still surviving. And each one of you has been able to come to a place to understand more about it. Do not function from the assumption that it is a necessity. It is not a necessity. It is the breath of you. It is what you are. You are money in totality. And when you feel yourself as money and not as necessity, you are expansive. When you feel yourself as necessity in relationship to money, you diminish yourself and you stop the flow of energy and money. So when you stop the flow of energy, you stop money from coming in. And your third emotion, happiness. Now happiness. In what respect? Happiness when you spend it, happiness when you have it in your pocket, happiness when you know it's coming, happiness because it is money. Can you just look at a dollar bill and have happiness? Or there is a little girl with a meme, happy penis. No. What part of it brings happiness for you? It can't be unheard now. This
Now
is the
that you put it
silliest
out
call.
there, now that you put it on the plate, it's there. Now serving number 69.
It's It can't be unsaid. It can't be unheard. Okay. Pot and Puck.
Gary sent me to be on your call. I'm just kidding. He told me you need to do the femme fatale thing and just be that.
Okay.
How does it get better?
Yes. I'd like some more of that energy, please. Can you be more? Okay. So what part of it brings happiness for you? Knowing a certain things can be accomplished or done. So money buys happiness? Well, I used the wrong word. How does happiness come from money? It doesn't necessarily come from it at all. So how do you feel happiness in relationship to money? When you have sufficiency, when you have abundance of it, when you feel security? Yeah, security. Interesting point of view. But there is no such thing as security. Well, there is. There is security. There is security in knowing and having the awareness of self. That is the only security there is. The only security you can guarantee is that you will go through this lifetime and you will leave this body and you will have the opportunity, if you desire, to come back and try again, to be a more abundant creature upon this world. So come back and try again. Who wants to come back and try again? No? Okay. So what if we have it now? Anything that doesn't allow that? Right, wrong, good, bad, put back all niters, boys and beyonds, and get ready. There you go. Okay. But happiness is within you. You have happiness. You are happiness. You do not get it from money. To be happy, it takes to be happy. That is all. And you are happy except when you choose to be sad, right? Right. Anybody else have emotions they wish to speak about? Well, I just like to go a little more on fear. Yes, because I spent an enormous amount of energy on the emotion fear. Okay, and this we kind of read the other day. Okay. Cool. Yeah.
I have a question.
Sure. I'm kind of blank. Okay, go ahead.
So we got want out of our dictionaries, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then it sounded like desire might still also have some of that lack energy with it as well. Like, is there like more recommended language, or is there some other piece to that still?
Okay. Let's see what the definition of desire is. Somewhere I have the old dictionary. Okay. From Old French, désir, désirer, désirer. Okay. So to wish, to express a wish to someone, request or entreat. Okay, that's the archaic. A strong feeling of wanting to have something or wishing for something to happen. Strong wish for or want. And then there's another, to want someone sexually. And then the archaic, which is the old, is to express a wish to someone or to request or entreat. So the original meaning of desire is to request. So what if we can use desire as the energy that starts the ask in the ask and receive? So get in touch with what you actually desire right now. So it doesn't even have anything, it doesn't have to have anything to do with money. Just what's one thing that you desire? One thing that you would like to request for?
A massage.
Okay, cool. So what if you ask, so what's the energy of having that massage now? Does that your body relax or tense, or like maybe it's sore in some spots? Not sure. So like whatever that energy is that you desire. Okay.
Relaxation and like the touch being held.
Okay. Yeah. So from that, do you have any energy? Because if you take a look at it, the energy of want versus the energy of desire. Okay, so is there a difference that you perceive?
Yeah, want makes it seem really far away. Desire, it seems a lot closer.
Okay. And so if you use, this is kind of part of a tool that Gary calls need and tug. That need isn't a word that you're supposed to use, but in this um, example, the need is actually closer to the energy of desire. And then whatever you desire, you tug on that energy to have it come into your experience and to actualize it. Okay, so you desire something, the massage, you get the energy of having the massage now. And you ask for it. Okay, I'd like that, please. And then tug it. Like I desire that. I'd like that. What would it take for me to have it? And anything that doesn't allow you to perceive, know, be, and receive what's required for that, would you discern and create it? Right, wrong, good, bad, pop, pop, online, truth, voice, and beyond. Okay. So you can still use desire and you can use ask. So what would you ask for?
Cool. Yeah, I already feel like I got some of the massage already.
Yeah. Cool. And I've actually, there was a facilitator that I was talking with, because I like to talk about different things and like how we could do like move energy and like do processes and always improve. And this facilitator was actually saying, talking about how touch is not a requirement, or that touch is a lie. And I actually have a different point of view. Like, what if touch is actually a receiving? Like, bodies can communicate far distances, but when bodies are together, like, there's more that could be created from my point of view, energetically. So, with a massage, when you're actually receiving it, how much more can you receive? And how much more money can you receive as a result of that? So, anything else?
Anything else as far as like asking for things? Is that the question we're talking about?
there anything else that comes up at all?
I was just gonna
Questions?
say, yeah, I was just gonna say travel, and maybe even, you know, an even more expansive place to live than I'm living right now. Like this, like where I'm at right now is like, it was a stepping stone to like get out of someone's house and to like create my own space.
Mhm.
And then maybe the next stepping stone is maybe somewhere that's closer to the mountains or something like that. Another, maybe an
Okay.
even more expansive place that I don't have a definition of, but just like I can get the energy of it, just like you were talking to him about the massage. It's like get the energy of
Yeah.
it and like what would it take to actualize that? So
Okay. So what do you like about the space that you have now?
um I'm the only one that lives here that I get to like, you know, and if anyone did come in here, I would be able to like say, hey, you can only sleep here for 2 nights or you need to leave or whatever. So I have like, I don't know if authority is the way, but I like it's my space. So it's like I get
Mhm.
to like be able to like control, not control, but like, you know, be able to
Like,
say like what goes and what stays and stuff like. So I do like that,
yeah.
having my own space. Um,
Okay.
I do like that I have a view of from the patio, like a view of the it's on the 6th floor of an apartment, so I can see like a lot of the landscape and trees and stuff out and
Mhm.
about. So I
Yeah.
do like that. Um, so let's see, what else do I actually, it's actually a lot of room here too. It's like 800 square feet apartment. So it's actually a pretty good size for an apartment. Sometimes some of these apartments are like 300 to 400 square feet and they're kind of small. So I do like the space,
Yeah.
and the ceilings are higher than, I guess a little bit, maybe a little bit higher than some other apartments. So I do kind of like that. You know, you can kind of feel like you're expanded out, not contracted in. So
Yeah.
that's what I do like. And it's kind of got an open floor mat, so it's doesn't have a bunch of like walls where you know you can't. I mean, it does, but it like has more of like an open feel than I've seen with some apartments. You know, so
Okay.
yeah,
Cool. So, all of that, like open space, view of like nature,
yeah,
and you know, being able to call the space your own.
yes.
Okay, so all of that. And what if you can actually ask for that house or whatever that space is? Okay, so where's the house or a space that would like to own me? Okay, and can you please contribute so that I can own you? And that space, okay, what if that's the ask?
Cool. Yeah.
And that choice is the creation. So now it's just, okay, what action do I have to take? What's required of me right now? Anything? No? Oh,
Yeah, I don't have any words, just perceiving the really spacious energy around,
yeah.
just being the energy of just being that ask, being the energy of
Yeah.
the ask or something like that.
Yeah. Cool. Well, that was really cool. And that was easy.
Easy peasy lemon squeezy.
Okay.
I just got this like, I don't know, sense or insight about like all of what this is opening up. It feels, like it's totally cheating as far as like this reality is concerned, but like there's this secret menu on the universe that, you can, just plug in whatever recipe you want to have and start the energetic creation of it, and then, boom, it's on its way and you can, you know, actualize it. It's just crazy.
Yeah, it's like what is it? In video games you have the God mode, infinite money code, there you go. And then infinite lives code, there you go. infinite health. Okay, so everything that doesn't allow us to have that with total ease and joy and fun. Right, wrong, good, bad, pop, rock, all nine shorts, boys and beyond. Okay, cool. So, if nobody else has a question, I think this is a great space to end today. Okay, how does it get any better? And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Get your bars run if you can.
Thank you, Annie.
All right, bye guys.
See you tomorrow. Bye.